Hello YouTube friends. It's been a hot minute since I came on here and actually filmed a video. I think the last one I did was my festive makeup tutorial, and then I had another like festive video, but it had passed the festive period, so I couldn't really do a lot about that, so I'm sorry, but here I am. New year, new me. Not really, new year, I'm the same. But I am doing a tea talk, so I've got my cup of tea here. I've literally just poured it out, so I might not be drinking it for a while until I'm like proper into the video. Today I am drinking Pucker Wild Apple and Cinnamon, which I absolutely love. Just kind of do this with it and just kind of let it sit in there for a while. And then I've got this mug. Oh, it's focused, yay. This is a little Marie mug, and then on the back it says, "Because I'm a lady." Sorry, it's just really, really hot, so awkward to handle. This was a Christmas present, of course, because I apparently need more mugs in my life. Actually, no, I take that back, because that sounds like a complaining. I'm never not happy to receive a mug. And this was my mug this Christmas, so I was very happy about it. It's nice because it's quite small, so I really like it for herbal teas and stuff, because sometimes if you have herbal tea in a massive mug, sometimes it's not that strong because obviously it's more liquid, whereas this, because it's smaller, it's more like not condensed, because that's not the right word, but it's just stronger in a smaller mug. I'm going to pop it on my radiator, which is probably not going to help it cool down, but there we go. Also, this is usually on the wall, but I put it on the radiator to make it look like I have a nice background, because I haven't filmed in this room, so I'm not too sure how to film in this room. Sorry about the really chavvy Essex headboard, but I don't choose these things because this is a student flat, so I just pray it has furniture in it and that it's comfortable, and luckily my bed is very comfortable. But yeah, this is just my like Polaroid and random tickets kind of area. Speaking of tickets, I will be doing, it's going to be quite a while I think that I'm going to be doing this, but I will be doing a video very shortly on like plays and stuff like that, just because I've honestly gone to see so many plays, and in a couple of weeks I'm seeing True West, which is on currently. I think I'm seeing it in the last week that it's on. It's with Kit Harington and Johnny Flynn, and then I'm also seeing, I think it's When We Finish Torturing Each Other. I can't remember the name of it, which is probably quite bad, but I can't, so I'm sorry. And it's with Kate Blanchett in, so I had to enter like a ballot to actually get tickets for that one, and I managed to get tickets, so I was very happy. But I'm seeing that as that starts, so I'll do little reviews on them if you want, because I do see a lot of theatre. I've seen a lot of stuff recently. For me, I don't know if this has just turned into a bit of a theatre ramble at the moment, but yeah, I've been to see a lot of things at the National Theatre, and I've never been overly impressed. I'm sorry if you're a massive fan of the National and you're slightly offended, but I've seen so much there and not been impressed by it, and it has been such a disappointment. Luckily they have Entry Pass. If you haven't heard of Entry Pass, definitely have a look at it. I'll leave a link in the description. But I've seen a lot of tickets, I've seen a lot of shows for like £7 there, which is really good. It's for like certain age groups, and so at least I go and see stuff, and if I have been disappointed by it, I'm like, well, at least I've not spent like 30 quid on this. But it is still frustrating when you see a play and you don't enjoy it. However, I saw The Telltale Heart at the Dorfman Theatre in the National, and it was brilliant. I really, really loved it. I think it's because, I don't know whether this is why, but it's the first thing at the National, pretty much, that I've seen without anyone big in it. Their name probably isn't used to sell crap tons of tickets. And I really enjoyed it. It was based on The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. I've always been interested by Edgar Allan Poe stuff. I think I watched The Following like ages ago with Kevin Bacon in, and there was a cult all about Edgar Allan Poe, and I've just always wanted to see like a theatre put on something like that, and I finally did, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so original and refreshing, and I was just so interested, and I wanted to know what happened. I was so excited to get in there for the second half, so I love it when you see theatre that inspires you and you really enjoy like that, because I don't think there's a lot better. For me, obviously, as a theatre person, I thoroughly enjoy that. And then I also saw, quite a while ago, this was around Christmas time, I saw A Very, Very Dark Matter at the Bridge Theatre. I've only seen 2 things at the Bridge so far, but both things I absolutely loved. I also saw My Name is Lucy Barton, which had Laura Linney in, and it was incredible. It was basically just her. It was a one-woman show, pretty much. And it was really, really interesting. Me and my mum went to see it. I managed to get us tickets because I was like, Mum's a huge Laura Linney fan. She was absolutely obsessed with the Big C and millions of other things, but the Big C was a really great show. And it was just, yeah, it was a really, really wonderful performance, really truthful and honest, and such an interesting portrayal of a story. And then I really enjoyed A Very, Very Dark Matter. Was quite theatrical, and the set changes were very like intricate, and it was just really, really interesting, but had posed a lot of questions for me. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing, and I thought everyone did such a great job with their performance. I just thought everyone was brilliant in that. I would definitely recommend the Bridge Theatre if you're looking for stuff, because I know I've only seen 2 shows there, and it is quite a new theatre, but I don't know whether that's why. Maybe because it's so new that they want to make sure they're putting on really high quality productions. But I thought it was amazing, and you can always get decent price tickets there without, because they do the Young Bridge. But if you want to book a bit more in advance, because the Young Bridge is usually introduced a bit later when things have already opened for sale, if that makes sense. The tickets have gone on sale, and then eventually the Young Bridge tickets come out. But you can still get tickets as an adult for like £15. Granted, you're not front row, but still pretty cool. Also, last time I went, I bumped into Helen Mirren. I didn't say anything to her because she was with her friends, but she is stunning in real life. I mean, I kind of thought she would be, but she just had this glow. And I just run there because I was worried I was gonna be late. I was not, which is good, but she just had this glow about her, and I smiled and she smiled back, and it was a beautiful moment. A really, really beautiful moment. I realised that I wanted to do a tea talk, but didn't have a specific subject. So I just thought I would sit down and talk, and hopefully something would happen. So it's obviously a new year. Don't know if you caught the memo. But I'm also going into my second term of 3rd year, which is mad. I will be doing a drama school diary ASAP for last term. I'm sorry that it's so late. I'm just not very good at this YouTube thing when I'm at uni. When I'm not at uni, I seem to be alright at it, but when I am, I'm not. But yes, I'm really, really loving it. We're doing a play at the moment called The Skriker by Carol Churchill. It's a really interesting play. I've had a very large challenge this term of playing a man. So I am trying to walk like a man. I don't have to sound like a man because my role doesn't actually have any words when I'm playing that part. We're multi-rolling a lot because there are so many parts in it, even though there's a cast of 21, 22 of us. It's still a lot of multi-rolling, but I just think that's how Carol wrote it. However, even though we've looked into it, 'cause it's got a mixture of like fairy tale and stuff like that mixed into like normal real life characters, it's very weird because my character, you Google man with bucket and cloth, and there is nothing. Nothing. No explanation for him being there. No explanation for why, or where, or who. Still way too hot. But yeah, it's been a really interesting challenge, and I've taken it head on. And I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. It's always nice to get given a new challenge, and to be honest, I kind of like playing a man. I've played a man a couple times while I've been at East 15 doing like Commedia and stuff like that, and I kind of really like it. I don't know why, I just do. What else is there to update you on? I'm also now been off any sort of anxiety medication. This is one thing that I actually haven't really spoken about. I touched on it in one of my vlogs, but I was on anxiety medication for about 11 months, maybe 10 or 11 months, so just shy of a year. I honestly was so against it for so long. I've had anxiety since I was 16. I did a whole video about it quite a while ago, and I'm now 22, going on 23. I just never ever thought that medication was something that is a good idea. I was always like, no, I'm just going to talk to people about it. I was quite open about it, which was good, and I could always tell when I was getting worse and when I was having my dips. But I got to a point where every single day I was waking up sick to my stomach with anxiety, and I was like, okay, this isn't alright, this isn't healthy, I need to do something about it. That's when I decided that medication was something that I would try. I was on sertraline. I was on the lowest milligram. I think it was 50 milligram is the lowest, or whatever the lowest is, I was on that. and I would just take one a day. And the first month, I'm not gonna lie, was horrendous. I was so tired, so sick, just so lethargic. I had no energy. My mum would come upstairs and I'd just have fallen asleep because I was that tired. But after that month, boy did it help. I just started to feel like myself again, and it just really helped me get into the right mindset. And then after like my breakup and stuff like that, which is almost a year ago now, I just really started being more selfish. You say selfish, but realistically, like, this is your life. You should just do things that you enjoy. So I stopped doing things I didn't enjoy. I stopped spending time with people that I didn't like. And I just started doing everything for me, which is, I think, a healthy thing to do. And I started reading again and just getting into lots of different things. Meditation is a huge thing that I absolutely love. I highly recommend the app called Calm, which I now have, and I accidentally bought it. I wasn't actually meant to, but now I do think about it, because I think it's £40 a year, which sounds quite steep when it's an upfront payment for an app, but I use it every single day. And I don't have therapy anymore. I don't pay for medication every month. I'm paying £40 a whole year to keep my anxiety almost at bay, keep my head level. To be honest, I think it's a pretty bloody good deal, so I'm happy to pay that. I know some people aren't. There's a lot of free apps out there, I'm pretty sure, but I tried out Headspace for like a free trial, wasn't crazy about it. I know some people absolutely love it. And then I also have Calm, which I absolutely love. Their sleep sounds and their sleep stories are great, and they have so many different types of meditation. They have a daily calms, they have a new meditation thing every single day. And they're never too long, but you can have ones that are longer and shorter, and I just think it's a really wonderful thing. And with that, it gave me the confidence to stop my medication. I started to feel more like myself and like I could control it. And I think, so it's been December, January, February, so I'm now on my 3rd month without medication, and I've only had like literally maybe 4 anxiety days. And that is a godsend. Like, I feel so much better in myself, and I feel really proud of myself for like being at this point, because this is the most level-headed I have been, the most positive I've been since probably since my gap year, probably since my before I had a gap year, 2 gap years. I think my first gap year. It's the best I've been since then. But yeah, and then also, like I said, it's almost been a year since I've been single, which is weird because it seems like it's been like 3 months because it's just flown by. But it's actually been, I think it's been really good for me because I haven't ever really been single for that long. Since I was 16, I've been in relationships really, so I think it is a good thing to just kind of like get to know yourself, because I watched Daniel Sloss's that sounds very Sloss's show called Jigsaw, which I think is genius. And he basically preaches, and not preaches, but says on there like how important it is to know yourself and love yourself before you decide to love another person. And I think I've never really done that. I've never really taken the time out to really focus on myself and think about what I want in life and stuff like that, and be more focused on me, realise what I want, like learn to love myself and be confident in who I am before I like see someone else. So yeah, I think that's really important. I have been on like 1 date since I've been single. Didn't go that well, so I don't really talk about it much. But I would love to actually be able to go on dates, but I just don't really meet anyone, so maybe that's something that 2019 will bring. But to be honest, I don't really want to be with anyone, and I like prioritising my friends and like my friends, my family. And then I absolutely love, like today is a Sunday, I absolutely love having a day to myself on a weekend. If I don't have a day to myself, I feel really weird. No offence to my friend Adam that came down last weekend, because he was here all weekend. Actually no, he left quite early on Sunday, so I still had the afternoon, like late afternoon, evening to myself. But I really love, in a week, I really love having a day to myself where I can just do whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's me going to the gym, me writing a crap ton of lists, getting my life in order, I don't care what it is. I just really love having a day to myself, and I think it's quite nice to just not have any plans and just do whatever. And especially when you do go to drama school or something like that, I think it's very important, because obviously we have such long days. We're in 9 till 6 every day pretty much, so it does get quite hectic, and I think that's why it's quite nice sometimes to make sure that you've done all the crap that you need to do and just have a day where you have bits of work, but it's not something that's taking up the majority of your day. I understand that it is a luxury to be able to have a day to yourself, but for me, I'm really enjoying it. Right, I think I've rambled sufficiently for a tea talk. It tends to be what I just do all the way through. I've actually made a YouTube schedule with the weekends that I know I'm around, and hopefully I'll be a lot better at doing that. I hope you're all very, very well. I'm sure you're all great. I'm sure you're all doing wonderfully. And I shall be back shortly with another video. I hope you've enjoyed this tea talk. Usually they're a bit more structured than this. Sorry it wasn't, but I still hope you've liked it anyway, and I hope you're here to the end. And if you are here to the end, I don't get that many comments, so feel free to comment. Tell me what your favourite herbal tea is, but if you don't drink herbal tea, what normal tea brand do you have? And yes, I will be judging you because I'm extremely snobby with tea. So I will see you next week with the Drama School Diaries of my Term 1, Year 3 of Drama School, because I only have 5 months left until I'm in the normal world. I'm just going to go and cry about that now. Bye. I just spilled tea on me, but it's cold, so it's fine. Well, not cold, but it's lukewarm. My mum wouldn't be drinking this right now. She'd be like, no, it's too cold. It's lukewarm. How can you drink lukewarm tea? That's disgusting. Sorry, Mum, that's not how she speaks at all. That was attractive.